Hey everyone, Rick Ritter, Nikki Zizaza, AFRAM 2025, and we have the VIP list tonight. You know the big acts are coming out this Saturday
Vito,
night.
welcome to Baltimore.
Thank you.
But before we even get into that, Benton Harbor, Michigan. Exactly, Berrien Springs.
Yeah,
so
Berrien
I was like,
Springs,
wait a minute.
Yep.
What, 15 minutes away?
Yep.
Like, did you think that you would have this platform, especially coming out of Benton Harbor, such a small city?
Yeah. I mean, I think, for me, the vision has always been the big stage. I think the small city was like fuel for me. Like, I just wanted to get up out of the city, do right by my family, make my mama proud, make my pops proud. So yeah, I mean, I think that was kind of like a driving force for me, like to get up out of the city and spread my wings. And Benton Harbor, definitely born and bred there. I love it. It'll always be a part of me. It's tatted on my back, by the way. So yeah, I got the tattoo of Benton Harbor on my back. So yeah.
I was gonna say Tigers. Did you go to Benton Harbor High School?
I didn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
But every last one of my relatives did. Every last one did.
She's fangirling just a little bit.
Yeah,
I want to put her on the
because
spot,
I'm
just a
like,
little
oh my
bit.
Goodness, I'm like Southwest Michigan. I
Yep,
cannot
Southwest
believe how far
Michigan.
you've come.
Yeah.
And that brings me to my next point.
Talk to me.
In thinking about R&B music, so often people are like, it's dead, we don't have anybody anymore. What does it feel like to be relevant right now at a time when people are saying R&B is dying?
Well, I think it's it's great. I really actually am happy that the conversation is happening, right? I think the conversation that R&B is dead was necessary for people to start searching music and looking for new artists. I think that people are now starting to give R&B the chance to evolve, just like they did hip hop. Rap is not the same anymore. Sorry to cut you off. Rap is not the same anymore, and R&B isn't either. So when you gave R&B a chance to evolve and give it a listen and actually give it a chance to move you, you become a fan of it.
What's it been like to kind of go through that and watch that process and be a part of it?
Yeah, I mean, it's cool, I think, but for me, I don't do it for the applause.
Yeah.
I do it because I love it. My mentor Usher say, if you live by the applause, you'll die by the booze. So, I just create music and put it out. If it catches, then it will. It'll be for somebody. It may not be for you, but it'll be for somebody. I just love music.
You were received so well here in Baltimore.
I love Baltimore.
So what does that feel like, especially thinking about the journey to get here and imagining like one day I'm going to be on that stage and here you are, AFRAM, received the way you've been received, all this love. What's that been like?
Oh, it's a beautiful thing, man. It just lets me know that my hard work that I put in over the 2 decades, 20 years in the game, literally.
Yes.
Over 20 years in the game, doing this music. It isn't going unnoticed. People are starting to wake up and say, hey, Vito is here to stay. I've been doing this for a long time. I'm dropping my 9th album next month.
Woo!
Wow.
So, yeah.
Okay.
You mentioned just a little hot out there.
Yeah.
Not as bad as you thought it would be.
No, it wasn't as bad. When I looked at the weather, it said 90 degrees.
You were like, oh boy.
Yeah, all I bought was these pants.
Oh my goodness.
But it was beautiful, man. The crowd was amazing. Like you said, they received it well.
Yeah.
Yes.
Everybody was on point. So professional, man. I can't wait to come back.
All right, so much love, Vito.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. You brought the heat. We appreciate you stopping by
Thank you
to
so
talk
much,
to us.
baby.
Thank
Baltimore,
you
I
so
love
much.
you so much, man. It's Vito, baby.
There you go, Baltimore. Take that.
I'm Nikki Zizaza, joined here with Rick Ritter and, of course, Juvenile.
Hey.
Listen, Baltimore is so happy to have you. Headlining this big show, Juneteenth weekend.
Right.
How are you feeling?
Well, of course, I'm real big on Juneteenth and the culture, and I'm so excited to be a part of this event, man. And shout out to Mayor Scott for having me down here, man. And they've been rolling out the red carpet for me since I've been here. It's been nothing but love.
You mentioned Mayor Brandon Scott. When they've reached out to you and inquired about you coming and being the big act for this, what was your initial reaction?
Man, I was excited. It's been a minute since normally when I come to Baltimore, I'm always here when it's cold, it's freezing. I've never been here in the summertime, so I'm excited to see I was excited to see what that looked like.
Yes, and Juvenile, the thing is, we can't let you go without talking about your storied past. I mean, 99 and 2000.
The 99 and
the fact that after all these years, you can headline a big act like this, you can show up, and we all know, as soon as that summer anthem drops, people go crazy. How does it feel to still be so relevant at a time when people are like fighting to be on top?
I don't know, man. It's one of them questions the fans got to answer. But I just feel like I'm blessed because a lot of artists in my era don't have this opportunity, right?
Yes,
to still be performing like this. But man, it's just crazy. It looked like ever since I did that Tiny Desk performance, people have been showing me this crazy love, man. It's been nonstop.
When you think back to 99, 2000, some of the early years, did you ever think 25 years later, you would still be headlining big acts like this?
Hell no.
The Magnolia Project.
Hell no, okay.
Nobody, I don't think anyone that makes a song think they will last this long. But man, this is truly a unexplainable experience. I can't tell you how much I've been going through this last few years of just experiencing the fans, kids singing my songs, telling me their parents taught it to them. Like, it's crazy.
Absolutely.
My kids may sing your songs, one or two.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, that was, for so many people at least, that was like the high school anthem all across the board, and also being able to switch over from hip hop to mainstream and kind of finding a way to get around that. So what does the future look like now for you?
Well, of course, I got all these products, and I'm doing a lot of philanthropy in my city. So I think that's going to be really what my future is. I'm getting a little old, so I'm not going to be doing as much traveling as I've been doing for the past few years, but I will be doing a lot of philanthropy in my city.
You mentioned giving back some of the projects. Give us one that you're really excited about.
Well, I'm really excited about Feed the People back home. You know, we've been doing that. And not only that, I have this other thing. I have these chips called 400 Degrees chips. Ooh. And I do events with all the high schools and all the elementaries.
What kind of flavors?
Hot.
Ooh.
It's 400 degrees.
All right, we're going to have to try some.
Of course, New Orleans. Like, I get it. So people are feeling that way. So at this point, what can people expect tonight? What do you want your takeaway to be for the people of Baltimore who are expecting the heat when you hit the stage?
I'm gonna take them all the way back to the 99 2000.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm singing all the classics. If you came here to hear some Cash Money classics, I'm gonna bring them to you. And some of the songs that I'm gonna sing gonna even be some that's not mine, but it still would be Cash Money.
Slow motion. I am hoping you perform that tonight.
It's going down.
Okay, that's what I'm
It's
talking
going
about.
down.
That's a little inside information there.
Yes, exactly. That's what I think so many, especially the ladies.
That's right. That's right.
So much.
Juvenile, we appreciate you making time for us. And thank you for coming to this and performing tonight. Again, everyone is just off the charts about you being here.
Thank y'all for having me, man.
The stars are out. Rick Ritter joined by Nikki Zizaza. We're not the stars, though. This is the star over here. Stefan in the house tonight. How you doing?
Yes, look, the crowd is cheering. The crowd is cheering for me.
Still cheering for you.
What did that love feel like in Baltimore?
Oh my gosh, it's crazy. It's actually my first time performing here. Like, I'm just over the moon. I didn't know what to expect.
Right.
Because, you know, I'm Jamaican, you know, Caribbean. So it's like, I'm like, what songs do you guys know? But they were a good crowd.
Oh, absolutely. And not only that, as you mentioned that, especially right now, everyone's into Afro beats. Everyone's a little bit more open to a different sound. What has that been like for you to be received the way you have been? UK artists, now like mainstream in this way. What's that feel like?
I mean, it's amazing. It's a blessing. You know, this is what we work for, right? For people to hear our music and love it and just, be happy to hear it. Like, that's all that matters. Every time I make a song, I'm like, okay, everyone's gonna love this one. You know what I'm saying? So it's nice to see. It's nice to see.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Did I hear you say this is only the second time that you performed in the U.S. when you were up
It's the third time I performed in the U.S., which is crazy.
Wow.
Yes, and then to have this kind of reception from people has got to feel amazing.
Exactly.
So another thing that's so unique with you is that you sing, you rap, you freestyle, you do it all, especially at a time where there are not a lot of people who are able to do that. Right. What has that reception been like from people? Are people kind of like, I mean, what can't you do?
JT killing it out there, boy. Sorry, I'm trying to be out there.
It's a party here tonight.
It's lit. It's amazing. Like, everything is just a blessing. You know, I feel like we're here for a short time, right? I feel like God gives us a gift and we just here to give it away, you know? So I'm just happy to be here. I love performing. Yeah. And I hope that I just actually moved to Miami.
Oh, so, you did? Okay, so you're with us now.
Yeah, okay. I just moved to Miami.
So you brought some of that heat with you tonight.
I'm about to work the States, and you guys are going to see a lot more of me, you know, and my girls.
Yes.
That's a little tease there.
And Stefan, what else do you want to do now? You've worked with people, you've worked with artists, French Montana, you know, all these big stars, and you are standing alone now. But what do you want to see next for your career?
I just want to, first of all, I want to do stadiums. Okay. So my aim is to like work as hard, you know, get a good team together. We kill touring life, and then we head to stadiums, you know, and award shows, because I haven't done any American award shows. So I would love to put a whole set together with like 50 dancers and have the stage looking like Jamaica. I want to bring Jamaica to the stage and UK to the stage.
Dance hall.
I just can't wait to do that.
All right, we're down with that. You mentioned stadium, so you're in Miami, Hard Rock Stadium, maybe?
Right.
Yeah,
That's
we
what
can
we
see
looking
that.
at. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
All right. Steph London, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thanks for having
Baltimore,
me.
so happy to have you.
Baltimore, big up yourself. Yeah.
All right, AFRAM 2025.
Welcome back on this Saturday night, AFRAM 2025. The big stars, they like to save them for the end when the crowd gets bigger. I'm with the one and only JT. JT, how was it out
Hi.
there?
Oh my God, it was so amazing. It was like everything I didn't expect. Cause y'all tricked me. They tricked me.
You
when they
said that
called
during
me.
the break. You were like, we
Yeah.
tricked you. How did we trick you?
Because when I got the call to do it, it was just like a lot of rules and a lot of stipulations.
Yeah.
And like, okay, this is a family picnic. You can't do this. You can't do that. Don't do this. And when I went out there, it was so much different energy. Everybody was so lit and vibrant and like cursing. They was cursing.
Listen,
But I had fun. It's always a good time in Baltimore. Baltimore is one of my favorite cities. I could not say no.
Oh, okay. That's a big deal being from Miami,
yes,
too.
yes.
We've had Neo. We've had all sorts of people who have come here over the years. I got to be honest with you. I've never heard the crowd go crazy as when you walked up on stage. Now, maybe Juvie can top that, but you mentioned the energy. Talk to me what it was like when you got out there and you got to see the droves of people.
I was really, really like blown away. I was surprised. I wasn't surprised about the love they gave me because Baltimore always give me love. That's like I said, I could not say no because I knew it was going to be, even if it was 10 people out there, I know they was going to be screaming for me. So I didn't mind just coming. But those youngins show out. I think they taking over the festival because y'all wanted to be like, nah, these youngins is taking over this festival, and it was amazing. I'm so glad I came. This was an experience, and y'all need to have me back next year. Y'all need to let me know ahead of time next year so I can like rehearse them not saying no cuss words.
So we have a chance to lock you in next year, too.
Yeah.
We're going to have to make that happen.
Yes,
hey,
make
last
that
question,
happen.
just to be on the same stage as Juvenile, to share with him in terms of big stars here tonight. What's that mean to you?
This will be my first time seeing Juvenile perform in person, and I'm so excited. I'm like literally rushing this interview in my head because I don't want to miss Juvenile. Like my mom is gonna be so jealous. Everybody's gonna be so jealous. I'm gonna get good videos for my mom. And shout out to Juvenile. Shout out to like my childhood is about to be on that stage.
That's why we're
I'm
going to
so
get ready and we're
excited.
going to wrap up. JT, we appreciate your time. You killed it out there.
Hello, everyone. We are so excited. We have Marie with us. She just performed a fantastic concert, which I hope you were watching, live streaming at home. And what a show it was. Fantastic.
It was fantastic. I
Thank
was out
you.
there moving and grooving. If you don't know already, I'm Janae Reese, and this is the Denise Koch.
This is Denise Koch, and this is Marie,
Yes.
obviously. Yeah. Welcome back
Thank
to
you.
the area.
Yes,
Thank you.
yes.
I'm such a foodie that the first thing, well, not the first thing, but maybe like the second thing, well, actually, maybe the first thing I think is like food. Like I'm like thinking seafood. Like I can't help it. It's just like right away. It's like my mouth starts watering when we touch down. I'm like, what do y'all want? We could just go out to eat like all day.
Let me guess, crab cake.
Crab cake, any kind of lobster, anything, any kind of oyster, anything. Kind of just everything.
A little bit
Yeah.
of everything. So Maryland is home
Definitely
for you.
crab cakes though, the lump kind, like
The lump
the real
kind,
lump kind.
the
It's
lump
hard to
kind.
find.
So you spent a little bit of time in the DMV in Maryland. So how
Yes.
does it feel to be back here performing for a crowd that's kind of familiar?
It's really great. You know, the DMV adopted me. I'm a military brat, so I was adopted happily, and so the DMV has given me so much of my vibe. I learned so much, like musically. Rich Harrison is from the DMV, and so a lot of like what we built musically it's rooted here. You know, and then I also lived all over the place too. So my sister went to law school here, so it was like actually in Baltimore.
Oh, I thought you
Yeah.
were Georgetown.
I went to Georgetown.
Yeah.
My sister went to Baltimore Law.
Oh, wow.
I'm like, oh, that's University of Baltimore. I'm like, she's like, that's the wrong school. It was in Baltimore. I always was like crashing on her sofa because I was like always out and about. So I was like, yeah, such a glamorous life. I'm like, can I sleep on your sofa?
That's a good sister.
Yeah.
That's a good sister there.
Yeah.
Well, you pulled the glam off.
Oh,
So
thank you.
we totally believe it. Your career has branched out now. Janae and I were talking.
Yeah.
You now have a blog.
Yep.
You also
book
have
club.
a show on
Book
BET
club,
you
yeah.
had that for young people.
Yeah.
You're a novelist. Tell me about your writing.
Yeah, I when I was a kid and I was like singing in the hairbrush, I was also writing all the time, like stapling stories together and like, you want to buy my story for 50 cents, you know, that kind of thing. So it's really a great thing. I mean, I've written some children's books, some short stories in various anthologies, but I did just release a novel called This Is Not a Ghost Story. It's about a black man who comes from the other side. It's very existential. So he comes from the other side and he's trying to figure out why he's here. He's a curmudgeon and he's a misanthrope, so he can't stand people, and everyone's like flocking to him, but it's the last thing he wants because he really hates people for reasons unknown until we read, and then we find out why he's here, how he's connected to the people he meets, and I say it's like it's a story of homecoming, reckoning, and redemption.
Say the title again.
This is not a ghost story.
All right, and it's out now?
It's out now.
All right.
Yes.
Wow. So I also have to ask, this is Black Music Month, right? And you're at one of the biggest Black festivals right now. You also just performed on the Tiny Desk too. It was a great performance.
Thank you.
Kind of walk us through your journey in immersing yourself with words in music, and why Black art, Black music is so important to you, especially performing on this stage you just did.
Well, I always say that music is not just, they always say the music is a universal language, but I always say that the universe is music, vibration, energy. That's what it is. And so we're able to connect with people who may not speak the language. We can connect with each other. We're connecting through emotions. So I feel like it's a blessing, it's a gift, but it's also a responsibility. And I'm just really happy to be part of the tradition.
I love that.
Yeah.
I totally, utterly believe it.
Yeah.
All right. Amory, it's been so wonderful to watch you
Thank
perform
you.
and to
Thanks
have you
for
talk
having
with us.
me.
And as Janae said, welcome back, welcome home.
Thank you.
Welcome back.
We're
Gotta
thrilled
get
to
some
have you back.
graphics.
Was there anything else you wanted everybody at home to know? Because I know you just came out with a new album, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, I actually
Or
dropped
not
a
yet?
single.
You single,
The
a
album,
single,
not
excuse me.
yet. And I was thinking summer. Everyone kept hearing me say summer, but I'm gonna
This
say it
summer
here
or
now.
summer 2026?
Now it's spring.
Spring.
Because it was gonna be this
Okay.
summer. I was thinking. So this is the first time you guys are hearing. I'm thinking of spring, thinking of springtime, because I just want to have more time to play around with everything. But everyone can find me on Instagram at Amory. Follow me there at Amory's Book Club as well, and Amory.co. It's going to be Amory Official because apparently the .co confuses everybody. They're like, where's the M? So it's going to be Amory Official and Amory Universe. But for now, Amory.co.
All right.
And you guys can
Follow Amory.
Thank you so much. Welcome back, everyone. AFRAM 2025, and just fresh off the stage, we have Silk. You guys,
Hello.
look, I'm
Oh,
blaming
yeah.
you guys for the hot weather because that's why it was so steamy out there. Okay.
Double high.
It's not. You say that again?
My life is good. Let me
It's
just say
good. It's real good. All right, so this is not your first time in Baltimore. How does it feel to be back? How does it feel to be in front of everyone here today?
Oh God, it feels great, and my name's Jimmy, and it feels great to be back in Baltimore for the African Festival, the AFRAM. This is our first time doing the AFRAM,
Wow.
so we was excited about that.
Yeah.
Yes. It's always a vibe when we come to Baltimore.
Yeah.
Every time, no matter where we are.
Howard County, let's go.
Howard County.
Ellicott City.
Ellicott City. Okay, we're getting shout outs. All right, so you guys played a lot of hits, a lot of songs that I believe I was conceived to. I hope I'm allowed to say that, all right? So those hits, especially for my generation, how are you guys fine-tuning it, keeping it classic, but also appealing to the next generation, so millennials and Gen X?
Well, fortunately, the generations that came up with us are bringing their generations into the fold by playing the music, and the music just so happens to be longevity music that's catching on to them, you know, outside of the genres of music that are out right now, you know, which are more appealing to them. But we're finding out that our music is becoming just as appealing to them, to those generations, as the music that they have now. So it's been a real plus. I mean, we can be out somewhere, 15, 16-year-olds will come up, oh, we know you. So it's amazing.
Yeah. Go ahead.
What he meant to say is, God made sex. Sex is wonderful, and sex is going to always go beyond boundaries of generations, etc. Now, how you use it, that's on you. But
I do have to say, this is a family program.
I was
so
about
we
to
have
say the
keep
same
it
thing.
Okay, I'm
PG
sorry.
if we could.
What do we say?
Relations.
God made the birds and the bees,
Uh-huh.
and the flowers and the trees.
Okay.
and we just happen to sing about the birds and the bees, the flowers and trees. Y'all got to figure that part out.
So one of my last questions for you guys is: this is your first time on this stage here. This is one of the biggest, blackest festivals there are. How are you feeling participating in this and being a part of history?
I mean, I think it's a blessing. We're at least 30 years here in the game, and to be recognized by our peers is everything. So one award that we did win was a Soul Train Award for Best New Group.
Yes.
And that's the only award we really wanted or needed because it was from our community. So I just,
With the ways of the world today, it's very important that for our being, to be able to maintain and to be able to stay uplifted and rooted, and grounded in what we're supposed to be, because we're all the people. Everybody should love everybody.
Yeah.
And everybody should pay homage to whatever core or whatever creed, race, creed, or color that it is in this thing. So I'm happy that in this month it's designated just for us.
It is.
at AFRAM in Baltimore,
Yes. All right. One of my last questions for you guys is, you guys are legendary, and you guys have grown and transformed throughout. Yeah, you are. You really are. I grew up on you. So many of everyone at home has grown up with you guys. So what's next? You guys are legendary. Are you guys creating any new music? I have to ask. I know that's a question you get all the time, but I gotta ask. I know.
The thing is, we've created music, and the thing is, it's a process as to how we put that music out. So right now, we are trying to figure out the right way to give the music to the fans. We got something,
We are in the studio.
We work.
They're in the studio.
We're working.
I was about to say in layman's terms, we're in the studio. We did a major collaboration just recently that we can't reveal yet, but you guys will be the first to know here at CBSW. Jay-Z.
The first to know a little secret. I love it.
Yeah.
Ooh, yes. All right. Any other final words you have for our viewers in Baltimore and beyond that are watching? Go ahead.
I mean, I'm gonna say what I say. You know what I'm saying? Like I know I appreciate how Baltimore always BMO show up, and T y'all show up. Shout out to Howard County. Shout out to Ellicott City. No, because you know what I'm saying.
Never know you live here now.
No, I mean life ain't. I might.
You live here now.
You might be putting down roots here. Is that another exclusive?
It might be. I might be hiding somewhere. If you look at me at Walmart and get Target, and you see me in Ellicott City, Howard County, if you see me just wave like this, because I'm gonna be cool. Y'all gonna be cool. We gonna be cool. But I'm gonna say this: great people.
Roots.
Place to live. Thank y'all.
Thank you guys so much. Next time, don't forget my rose because you guys gave it out to everybody.
Oh.
We're gonna send it back to everybody. I'm kidding. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for joining us. DJ Moses just hopped off the stage, gave us a fire performance, and you brought a lot of soul to it.
Yeah.
A lot of love.
Yeah, I love what I do. I love what I do, and I love Baltimore.
Yes.
Baltimore has been very kind to me.
Yes, and Baltimore loves you. So you're celebrating a big anniversary, 20 years of your album. Walk us through the album, of course, for those who may not know about it. And also, how does it feel just to celebrate 2 decades?
20 years of my debut album, my first album, Complex Simplicity, is really like it's like a stamp on the fact that I've survived. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm indie. I've been indie the entire time. I've survived 20 years off of one popular album, about 7 mixtapes, and a second album, And I think that's a testament to me staying authentic to myself. And I think when I came out, it probably wasn't people weren't into the authenticity as much as they are now. They like the picture more then. And I just stayed myself, and people are now starting to catch on to it. So in 20 years, I've gained so many more fans just coming around and going on tour with the album and all that stuff. So it's pretty good. And as well, it triggered me to reimagine the songs with some artists that came up listening to the album. And it also triggered me to do a documentary / performance, live performance for the people that have just supported me. I've had such genuine support all around the world, not just in America, And so we're doing something special for them, giving them a documentary and live performance and an EP, just to hear these songs in a different way, in a new way,
Yeah, I love that. And one particular song, you performed it just a few minutes ago, Be Your Girl. It went viral. I call it the official summer song that everyone plays in all of the clubs. Did you expect that song to take off the way that it did?
I didn't. I just, when I don't know about others, but when I'm making music, I'm just making the music I feel. Whatever I feel, I make that music, and I try my best not to lean into trends and be more authentic to whatever it is that I'm into, because I feel like that will be consistent over the years, and instead of a trend that's just good for right now.
Yeah, and speaking of authenticity, I was watching I was reading another interview that you did with Essence Magazine about being truly yourself, letting your natural hair be out, being yourself. For other women, for women that are watching, how can they tap into their inner beauty, their true selves, if they feel like they're scared?
I think more than anything, you have to turn off the noise. You have to look in the mirror. It was a time when I wasn't, sometimes we deal with companions that don't put us in a space to make us feel good about ourselves. And I went through a huge depression, and I had to look at myself in the mirror and understand what God had done when he made me. Look in the mirror and take off all the things people have put on you about their ideas of beauty. Look into your eyes, and you just tell yourself, you are who you are, and God made you, and God makes no mistakes. And that starts the process of love. Then you start to look at all the things. In life, we go through this checklist of all we've done wrong. Go through a checklist of everything you get right, and you will realize you are a really, really good person. I think the inside starts with your character. Then as your character starts to shine, your beauty on the outside is undeniable. Yeah. I think that everyone has a beauty when they tap into it from the inside,
She said what she said,
I said it, and I meant it.
Do you have, last question, I know you guys get this question all the time, do you have any other new projects or anything that you can sneak ahead to if you're able to share?
Yes, so we do have the EP that's coming out in the Reimagine EP that's coming out in August, and we also have the documentary slash live performances that's coming out in August. But I'm also working with PJ Morton, and he's producing an entire EP for me, and then we're going to release next year to start off my new music journey. You know what I mean? It's been a while. I've made so much music. I've had so much music in the tuck for so long.
Yeah.
But I'm going to push that to the side for right now, because I had a plan to put out the other music I made. I'm going to push it to the side right now because I'm feeling so grown. I'm feeling so sexy, so into myself.
You are grown and sexy.
That's the point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I want to present music that aligns me with that image, and as well pulls women into being grown and being okay with that. I don't understand, you're gonna either get older or you're gonna die. Which one you want?
Yeah.
So if you're gonna get older, look good, feel good. Don't let anyone put any parameters on what you should do at any age. And this is what this album is about, just the perspective of or the EP I should say. It's about the perspective of a grown woman.
I love that. For all my grown women out there, this is for you. Tidra, thank you so much for joining us
Thank
and
you,
being
my
here
baby.
and gracing us with your presence. We appreciate it.
Just extraordinary.
Thank you so much. I'm happy to be here.
30 seconds.
Okay. We love you.
Thank
Have
you.
a wonderful show.
See you again.
Yes, see you again. You got it.